When I first started doing the Christmas party and program, it was a much different affair, much smaller. There was probably only like a couple of dozen people in attendance. And the program, which was much smaller, consisted of some group carols, and my caroling group, which was Natalie, Tommy, and Jana, would sing a set. Mom would sing some beautiful carol, and Dad would wrap up the evening with a wonderful Christmas story. So in honor of my dad, Mr. Bobbo, I have invited some of my other favorite storytellers to join me in a tribute to my dad with a telling of Little Gray Donkey, with illustrations by the legendary Ivan Earl.
Oh, carry her safe to Bethlehem, little gray donkey tonight. A miracle rests on your small feet, little gray donkey tonight.
Say, I'll bet you kids didn't know that way, way, way back, clear back to the end of the 6th day of creation, the Lord was mighty tired after all his work of making the sun and the moon, the stars and the earth.
Plus elephants and rabbits and lightning bugs and polar bears and lots of other walking and flying and creeping creatures too numerous to even mention.
Now the Lord had surely earned his day of rest. But then, as he turned to go, a sudden thought made him stop. He studied on it for a moment, and then he picked up another little piece of clay.
After shaping it to his liking, he reached up on his shelf and took a pinch of courage, 6 grains of faithfulness, and a good big handful of solemn wisdom, and a face only a mother could love.
And then putting all these ingredients into the little animal he had fashioned for a very special time he knew would come, the Lord gave it a pat and sent it down to earth.
And upon a winter's day, and in that long, long ago, the dusty road to Bethlehem was trod by many feet, and in that throng, a donkey walked.
A donkey small and gray, as donkeys plod their donkey days in cold or rain or heat. No hand reached out to touch him as he went his donkey way. No scribe set down his donkey name for men unborn to say.
No eye could see radiance about this lowly one who plodded on to Bethlehem with Mary and God's Son.
Oh, carry her safe to Bethlehem, little gray donkey tonight. A miracle rests on your small feet, little gray donkey tonight. All heaven is watching your mission divine, and over a stable a star waits to shine, while shepherds and wise men all look for a sign. Little gray donkey tonight.
A king will come, the prophets cried, as kings have come of yore, on noble steed with golden crown and silver trumpets call.
But on that silent holy night, there was no pomp nor pride. The child king came to Bethlehem upon a donkey small.
A donkey, old and tired and gray, with long and drooping ears. And no one dreamed he brought our world all light of after years.
A donkey plodding through the dust to see God's will was done, and bearing on his ragged back the Virgin and God's Son.
Oh, carry her safe to Bethlehem, little gray donkey tonight. A watching your mission divine, and over a stable a star waits to shine, while shepherds and wise men all look for a sign. Little gray donkey, bless little donkey, God's little donkey tonight.
I remember about 15 years ago or so, I had chosen to open the show with Pure Imagination from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, Willy Wonka. And I do the first part, and then I totally blanked. And in those nanoseconds, I had decided that the Tony was within my grasp, and I had lost it. That, Sno Globe Follies of '06 were going to close on Broadway on opening night. So, as I kind of lean down like this to check at the lyric sheet, real subtle, I hear from the audience, let's begin with a spin in a world of my... Don't go away. Let's begin with a spin in the world of my creation. And I felt this just warmth wash over me, and I went, oh, it's just a party. Okay, I didn't believe that all the time, but still, it really helped. So, check out these other Tony losers.
Some say when you're gone that you're gone for good. Some say you're gonna come back. Some say you rest in the arms of the Savior if in simple ways you laugh. Some say they're gonna come back in a garden, a bunch of carrots and little sweet peas. I think I'll just let the mystery be. See, it was worth it.
Let's take a walk downtown and go drink shopping in the mall. Kids can do their... That's my part, Santa Claus.
We'll get
That's
the
yours.
biggest tree this year and trim it to the top.
Only a ginger, there I go, missing up this part. Damn it! 6, 7, 8.
This next one was kind of difficult to categorize. Your host lost his place in the show rundown and in a panic summoned the wrong singers to the stage. Ever the dutiful performer, Steve starts the song he had prepared for later, as Troy gives the opening chord for the song that should be happening now.
If just one... Don't tell Cam.
That song is not now!
Well, pretend I say that whole piece later. Boy, that's a mood killer.
There is indeed safety in numbers when the entire room goes up on their lyrics.
Come to Bethlehem and see.
But the best of all is the screw-up that wasn't.
Refreshing rain.
Kirk had accepted the nerve-rattling, Christmas season-ruining task of learning to play the recorder for the song All Good Gifts. Now, all through rehearsals, he'd only gotten through it correctly maybe a couple of times. So understand that even as he put lips to woodwind that night, no one knew if he was actually going to pull this off. Check out our faces as we wait with bated breath for that will he or won't he moment. Of pride and joy and relief on Kirk's face of a job well done is priceless, and a reminder that, after all, it is just a party.
For all thy love.